Lightworkers, and this is another series of our Lightworker Radio and professional member interviews. And today we have on Sasha Angelina with Marigolds Boise. We're excited to have her on. And the intention of these interviews is really just a space to be able to share from the heart who our members are and what beautiful services and wisdom they have to offer, different modalities. And that really is what it's about, is coming together as community, helping support the seekers on their healing journeys, but also creating collaboration and community around that holistic space. And so we love to be able to shine light on all these different holistic practitioners. And so today we've got Sasha that we're going to be learning a little bit more about. Yeah, so I think our paths have crossed quite a few times. And so you're able to, I really feel like it's all in the right divine timing when people do come into GOL, and the the strength and the momentum that's being built in this network is not just in the Treasure Valley, but it's expanding beyond that into different states. And so when we can all work together to be able to get the message out there and be able to
Yeah,
connect the seekers to the providers and help support each other in that effort is a really beautiful thing.
absolutely. I agree.
And I came to one of your open houses and was able to experience firsthand one of your channeling sessions. And it was interesting because some of the conversations that happen remind me of, like our coffee and collaborations that we have. And I was like, oh, like she's totally in alignment of what we do in GOL. And so when you came on board, I was, really excited to have you be part of us and be able to strengthen our community. So we are very honored to have you part of GOL.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it so far. I love it. I love the community. I love what you're doing. I think timing right now is perfect for all that it is and will grow to be. So I'm really grateful.
Yeah. And let's talk about that because you are in the process, you're actually in your new office, and
Hmm.
you've been in business for many years, uh,
Yeah.
doing holistic, but now you're rebranding and starting a new fresh start and really implementing that vision that you've talked about. So yeah, tell us more about that.
So uh the story is long, so I'm trying to summarize in my mind. In 2010, I had a spiritual awakening that was really intense. I was not trying to do that. It just happened. And I had no other background other than going to Christian church for what was happening. So it prompted me on this path of learning. And at the same time, I started receiving messages. So was able to see things psychically, sometimes physically. I was having a lot of supernatural experiences and then receiving these constant messages. So over the last, 15 years now, I've just been following the guidance from those messages, as well as trying to be of service and help others through different modalities. So hypnotherapy has always been my primary modality. And I never really believed in past lives or anything like that. So now I do quantum healing hypnosis, which is Dolores Cannon's modality, which takes you into a past life. And then I believe accesses your higher self to receive your own guidance to your own questions. And through all of my messages from other people, messages through clients doing QHHT, I have been told a lot of things. One, that there's a shift happening on this planet. And I started hearing that way back in 2010 and had no idea what that meant. Now I know. Um, and then in addition to that, that we needed to come together as community, because so often on this path I've been alone, and I would ask my guides, how am I supposed to do this? I don't have the money, I don't have the space, I don't even have the knowledge. It's not my background to have a business or do healing work or any of this. So they just kept saying, you're going to come together. Just wait, give it time. And now we are. I see Gathering of Light Workers, and it makes me feel like I'm seeing everything I've been told unfolding. And now I'm opening Marigolds Boise, which is different but similar in the sense that it's community, it's membership based. But the purpose of Marigolds Boise is to support people during this shift. Basically, I mean, we have sound baths and we have healing circles and meditations and services with different teachers. But the primary goal is to create that connection so we can support each other during this time.
100% yes. And we
Yeah.
saw that early on in 2010. But that's
Yeah.
exactly um, for me, and I think a lot of us are getting this vision of community coming together and a physical space, a very large physical healing center. I've met a lot of people that have seen that as well. But that shift of no longer this or that, or that division where the only way we can heal our world is we have to heal our community. We have to come together and support each other and still respect
Mhm.
each other for our differences. But like you said, also like part of the creation of GOL was because I was feeling things that others weren't, or getting premonitions before something was happening. And it's a very lonely space when you can't have these conversations in your current circle. And so being able to create communities where you can have a safe space to have these conversations, be validated in the whole aspect of our being and these messages that we're getting,
Mhm.
these God-given gifts that we all have.
Yes.
And
Yes. And the good news is on this journey, as I'm sure it's the same for you, I've met so many people, especially in the last year, who are having their, I guess, what you could call awakening experience. They're starting to receive messages, or just like me, no background. We're not trying to do that, or they're having supernatural experiences and they just don't know where to go. So they're starting to seek out community to find out, how do I deal with this? What is this? Why is this happening? What do I do with it? And I feel like it's just a natural, as we evolve, it's going to be natural for everybody to reach that state. Some of us, it's just happening a lot sooner, and that's great. So then we can help others through that process as it happens to them. So I think it's a really exciting time.
yes, well, and we're on that front end. It felt like it was a tsunami coming, and that was kind of the GOL is to create that space, but we still need that web and that network of all the communities. And GOL,
Mhm.
the creation of that is to be that main hub where people can funnel in and then connect with all the different communities and be supported and loved. But also like being able, as these gifts come on, the awakening comes on, and supernatural experiences, a lot of my first ones that were happening was when I was a teenager, and that
Mm.
wasn't talked about in the late 90s and early 2000s, and feeling other energies. And I worked in physical therapy, and so I numbed a lot of that with other things. I didn't understand it. So what you're doing with your Marigolds community is creating a healthy, safe place to be able for people to get in touch with that. They don't have to numb it or mask it. They can really embrace it in a healthy way. So I love that you're doing that and supporting people in that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yeah.
And so with the Marigolds Boise, you also, because you treat people individually, but you're also leading a lot of these circles as well. Do
Mhm.
you want to talk and share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so right now we're having members only classes, which the what I call wisdom teachers, which are teachers within the community that are also members. They're leading a lot of free classes. Some classes are paid, but members get discounts. So we'll have some community stuff too. But like we just had our first new moon circle with sound bath, and everybody came in and connected and shared some of their experiences. I received a message for the group, and it was just very beautiful. And so I'm looking forward. We have Dana Bai is teaching how to access your intuition with a pendulum coming up. We have Christine Haggerty. She's going to be teaching how to shield your energy in your aura and cleanse your space. We have multiple sound baths, the new moon circles, healing circles based on Joe Dispenza and Lynn McTaggart's work. And I've done those before, and they've been profound, profound. And those are free. So people who need healing just sign up, and we have them every month. And then there's just going to be a lot more added. Some family stuff will be added because I really want to get in here kids' breath work and meditation and family stuff that we can do together, because the kids I have little kids and I know that they can be left out, and the new kids are so brilliant and they're so tuned in and they're so sensitive that they need the tools that we didn't have, right? So hopefully we can do that as well.
Well, and I think being a community that embraces that too. Like I've got
Hmm.
two daughters, and a lot of my members will probably see my kids. I bring them along to different, if I go to somebody's event and it's okay to bring, but they very much are embracing and ready for this. So I love that you're offering that specifically for the kids. That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Because I want my kids to have it. So, some of it's a little selfish. I want them to have those experiences. So,
It
yeah,
is. And
it'll be fun.
I think just that there's maturity levels, right? Like, and we've got our spiritual and emotional maturity levels. And so if
Yeah,
we're, oh my gosh, my camera, I need a new camera or something.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's focused. Um, but being able to teach them those skills is just going to set them up to be more mature and stable adults. And
Yeah,
there's the old traditional ways, and then there's the new ways. And it's really not new ways. These are really this is the ancient wisdom that we're bringing back.
yeah,
I really need
yeah.
to reword that. It's going back to the ancient ways and embodying that true essence of who we are and
Mhm.
loving every part because we don't fit in a box.
Yes, absolutely. We don't want to fit in a box and we don't all want to be alike. We want to be unique and yeah.
Yes. And honoring that, absolutely. And so
Mhm.
I'm really excited for what you're doing and then moving into your new space in Boise.
Mhm.
And it always comes with the challenges, but then all the excitement and the
Yeah.
growth. I love that.
Yeah.
And we are excited as GOL to be able to support that. And so I think that's the big thing that we were talking about is community and coming together and really immersing in these different experiences that we might not think to, try. So
Yeah.
that's that's what I love about what you're doing in the different classes. That's what's worked well in GOL is classes. But yeah, can you share just a little bit about the quantum healing?
Hmm.
You spoke a little bit about that, but do you have anything more that you'd like to share? Maybe client experiences or maybe a testimonial or something that somebody on here might want to hear or might be impactful.
Yeah. Quantum healing hypnosis, I recommend it for people. I mean, it's great for anybody, but people who are on the spiritual path but feel like they want to dive a little deeper. I have a lot of people who have done ayahuasca. I've never done that, but they'll say, "Oh my gosh, it was so much like that experience because I journeyed." But you journey in such a way that you're emotional, like you cry, you feel it, you really experience what you're seeing and the messages you're receiving. I've heard people say you should put a warning label on that. That has changed my life profoundly. So it is something you have to be ready for what's going to come through and follow the guidance that comes from your higher self. Even if somebody can't afford it, there's interns who will do it for free. You have to do, I think it's 20 or 25 sessions free before they'll even certify you. So you can go on the qhhtofficial.com and find a local intern. I know there have been some in Boise, um, because I don't think there should be any limitation to having that experience and really growing spiritually. So yeah, it's profound. I try to tell everyone who reaches out to me, just be ready. Be ready for what happens, but also come with no expectation because it is you. It's not like you leave your body and something else comes in. It's you. You hear yourself talking. You might comment on what you're saying, like, wow, that was really weird, or I can't believe I just said that, or I'm not sure where this is coming from, but this is what I need to say. And it's just a way to really get into your truth.
It's, and doing it in different methods, there's good, better, best, and really, what is best. But when you're talking about the plant medicine and people being able to get into that field, that state of connecting, maybe to the Akashic records or connecting to themselves, you can do that same thing through meditation. So there's different
Mm-hmm.
there's different paths to get to that same
Yeah.
result. Yeah.
I believe that QHHT can be done on your own, just having your methodology to journey, like you said, through the records. I think that's what's happening. We're just going through the records that are in us and all around us, and we always have access. The difference is in QHHT, you have a guide. So you don't really have to think of questions to ask yourself as you're going through your journey. You have somebody else there to guide you. So all you have to do is experience. And I think that's the difference. But I agree that I yeah, I've had profound experiences just on my own, and I love to teach and guide other people to learn how to do that because I think it's important. I believe we should know, we should be able to tune into time and know what's unfolding for us and know the best path for us and know who we were in another timeline or life that might benefit us now. I think all that is accessible to us. We just forgot how to access it, and it became scary or demonized to do that. And now we're realizing, oh, this is actually a part of creation and a very beautiful experience and can help us grow and grow closer to source, grow closer to each other. So it's actually, I think, really important to integrate into our daily life,
Yeah,
those experiences.
and I think that's an important key there, incorporate in your daily life, incorporating those pauses, those meditations, that time for yourself. And I'll even go back, the plant medicine, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing because that is a key for a lot of people. But when people go into that ayahuasca experience, the San Pedro, the different plant medicine, like it does purge. Like a lot of people are purging a lot of things, and it's and I haven't personally experienced it, but I know a lot of people have. It's on my bucket list. I'm one to try things.
Yeah,
Try things once. Yeah, I think that's really the key is that we have to slow down in this world. We've got to eat clean foods. We've got to be aware of what we're putting in our body, what we're listening to, and working with facilitators. I think the healers are really that's us that's healing ourselves. And then the practitioners, those are those facilitators that are helping support that from that divine.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
And that was another reason to start what I'm doing because it can be so costly to, I mean, unless you're somebody who already has your practice and you meditate every day and you access your heart space and you access the Akashic records. If you don't know how to do that yet, it can be very costly to access teachers and healers and classes. So here at Marigolds, the teachers have agreed, okay, every month we're going to offer some free stuff or discounted because I want it to be accessible. I want people to grow spiritually. I want them to be more loving. I want them to be more joyful. I want them to heal because that makes the world a better place, right? And if we're not allowing people to do that because they can't necessarily afford it, then we're really limiting the amount of people we can touch and reach.
yeah.
So,
And giving them those foundations. I love that those classes that you're providing are giving them the tools, those foundational tools. And
mhm.
even for those that have maybe been in this, healing world and on this journey a little bit longer, those tools are really good to go back to because there's always something that maybe we missed. And oh, I didn't think
Oh
of it
yeah,
that way. So they're not, I don't even consider in the basics. It's those essential um, yeah, stuff in the tool bag that we all need to get back to. So I think that's great that those are the things that you're teaching. Wonderful. Any last thoughts that you'd like to share?
Well, if I just wanted to let people know how much the membership is because it's very not costly, it's very cost effective. So it's just $15 to join Marigolds Boise. You can see all our events on our website. There's family packages or packages for a couple. And once you join, you get access to our membership community, and we're going to be posting all of our classes and events there. So I highly encourage everyone to join, of course. And then you also get a 25% discount on any service if you're interested in a service. And then, of course, I'm always available to talk. I'm going to be in the space throughout the week during the day. So I encourage people to come in, have tea, meet me, tell me your story. especially teachers and healers. What do you do? And just connect. I really want to connect with others. So
I
feel free to
love
reach
it.
out.
I love
Yeah,
it. And if you guys want, if you guys want to reach with Sasha, you can go to she's on our provider directory, so the golnetwork.com. You can go find a provider and see Sasha on there, or you can go to, is it marigoldsboise.com?
it is. Yep.
Okay. And so you can go directly to her website. Both ways you can find Sasha and Marigolds Boise and be able to connect. And then that will get you into your information and joining her community and being part of all these different immersive experiences that we're all doing in the Treasure Valley and beyond. We're going global.
You are going global. It's so exciting. So
For you.
exciting.
So thank you very much for sharing
Thank
and coming
you.
on. And we'll be seeing more of Sasha soon with some future learning experience class that we'll be announcing soon. But you guys all have a great and beautiful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.
Bye.